Hey everyone, it is Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am good. And today we're going to wrap up this 3DD series on the Kansas State schedule. And we've already covered the ground of the Aer Lingus Classic in Dublin to start the season against Iowa State. Of course, that's on August 23rd. And how that's a conference game that kind of sets up the rest of your season. Win or lose, it might change your pathway for the season. And then we talked about how they came home after that Ireland game, and played their non-conference schedule. Without a week off, K-State will dive into North Dakota and then Army before closing up shop in the non-conference schedule with a game against a conference opponent, which is weird. Again, we did it last year. Arizona awaits in Tucson on the 12th of September. But then Big 12 play is here. And what happens when you play that week 0 game in Dublin? Well, you get a bonus week off during the season. And this is also a season with 2 weeks off anyhow. So all of a sudden, Kansas State has 3 weeks off to prepare itself for games within the Big 12 season. Now, the first of those comes immediately following that Arizona game, which is on a Friday, so you're ready to get that bonus day, and then you come home for a week off before you open Big 12 play. And excuse me while I keep an eye on the schedule right there. Against UCF to open Big 12 play on September 27th. Then you go to Baylor, and then you come home and play TCU. A 3-game sequence there that leads into, that's right, folks, another off week. So Kansas State now is on their second off week, just 3 games into the Big 12 schedule. It's kind of cool how this unfolds for Kansas State, but you now have to get ready for a really huge game in Lawrence. Both teams, I believe, are coming off weeks, heading into that October 25th game against Kansas and Lawrence. And you know the Jayhawks are gunning for K-State after 2 close calls that were losses. KU's going to be hungry. That'll be a huge game. Then you come home and play Texas Tech in what might be an enormous game in terms of the Big 12 rankings. Tech's going to be really good this year. They loaded up their roster. Can K-State take care of them? Wow, what a back-to-back games with this week of games here against at KU and then Tech. Not messing around in that phase. But then, well, you got it. Here comes your third off week. It's absolutely incredible. You go to Oklahoma State and you go to Utah. Your first time you've done back-to-back road games in the season, and you close up shop. Wow, what a game this will be after Thanksgiving against Colorado in Manhattan. It's a really cool schedule when you stop and think about it, and it's awesome. K-State goes and plays in Dublin to get everything started. Maybe put us all on our heels with that travel schedule, because folks, you too have to be in Manhattan on that weekend after the Iowa State game for North Dakota and then Army. And man, the Big 12 schedule is very interesting, because by playing that first game, you only have 8 in a row to end the season, but you get 3 weeks off buried in there. It's huge. It's going to be a fun season. It's a season filled with hope. And of course, all summer long, we're going to be ramping you up to Big 12 play when K-State and Iowa State meet in the Aer Lingus Classic.